Coming up on the Lakeside Loop, Joa Robinson bikes competitively. We look back at a few events of the summer, and Teacher Time is back with a new host. Welcome back to the Lakeside Loop. I'm John Lose.
And I'm Natalie Pop. It was a fun-packed summer for everyone at Lakeside, including the Warrior Marching Band. They concluded their summer season with a 15-day trip to Canada.
So this summer we went on a band trip to Calgary, Canada, and we drove to South Dakota. We spent the night in South Dakota, and then we had 3 parades in South Dakota. 3 parades in one day is a little bit much, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. And then we had the Calgary parade, which it was really long and really fun. It was cool because it's international. And then our last 2 parades, second to last one was in Minnesota, and then our last parade in Wisconsin when we came back. You get an adrenaline rush when you're marching, and it's just people cheering for you, and you're doing your best. And I don't know, I kind of like it because I play tuba, so it's a big instrument, and everybody's kind of like, oh goodness gracious.
High School Warrior Marching Band from Wisconsin.
Yes, this is one of the out-of-town entries that we are welcoming back this year for the first time since 2019. So let's have a listen of the Lakeside Lutheran High School Warrior Marching Band from the United States.
Lakeside's band is special because we do drills, so we do like all kinds of, we march backwards and to the side, and we do waterfalls, all kinds of fancy stuff, and we've got really good color guard too. And over the summer we had part of the drill where the color guard was actually in the band and they were spinning their flags and we marched alongside. That was fun. We stopped at Wall Drug in South Dakota. That was a lot of fun. And then another place was Banff. Banff was really fun. I really enjoyed Banff. And we saw some pretty cool lakes, like Lake Louise was gorgeous. So we took a detour through Custer Park in South Dakota, and we said there's hundreds of buffalo in this field, just hundreds. They're walking across the street. There's little babies rolling in the grass. Oh, it was cute. It was awesome. So we had the Gamilakite Parade last weekend, and it was a lot of fun. So we marched Gamilakite Parade, and it was fun. And there was a lot of people there. The crowd was really awesome this year. We won first place, so that's good. Everybody should join band. Band is so much fun. Like most of my best memories and a lot of my best friends are in band and because of band. It's like a family. We're all so close and we all know each other so well.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Operation Go is a program that sends juniors and seniors from Lakeside on mission trips across the country. Some of those groups this past summer went to Utah, New Jersey, and Louisiana.
For my UpGo trip this year, I went to New Abita Springs, and we ran a VBS camp in the local church, and we helped out with all the little kids, and there's a range of age groups, and then on the weekends in our free time we went to all different places around the area to explore. I wanted to go on the UpGo trip because I've always loved traveling and little kids. Those are my 2 main reasons, basically. I love going to see new things in the world and seeing new experiences and seeing how other people glorify Jesus in different ways other than just around the area. A lot of people have encouraged me to go into the call ministry, and I definitely want to be a teacher, so it's definitely one of my options. Then a group went to New Jersey, Utah, and up north to West Bend. My favorite part of the trip was seeing all the little kids, because that was the age group I was in, like glorifying Jesus. They're so young, they don't even know like 2 + 2, but they know that Jesus is their Savior, and it was really cool to see that.
We're looking forward to another summer of mission work this next year as well. And now it's teacher time.
Teacher time, teacher time, teacher time with Ryan Fisher.
Every student looks forward to graduating, but what is it like when the teacher is the one graduating? Down here in the dungeons of Lakeside, we have a teacher who's experienced this firsthand. He's graduated from middle school to high school, and he's been a great addition to the team here at Lakeside, Mr. Sonntag.
What is your favorite thing about Lakeside?
I like the student body and all the other teachers. It's nice to be on a larger staff.
What do you like to do in your free time?
Anything outside. I love to be outside. I love sports and any activities that get me out of the house and out into God's creation.
If you weren't a teacher, what would you be?
I would probably be in finance, personal finance or business.
How tall are you?
5'6".
How are you?
I'm great. I'm great, always am.
If you had to fight a gorilla, what would you do?
I would call my mommy.
What is your third favorite 80s band?
Journey.
Do you have any pets? Show pictures or else.
I have a pet, no picture.
How good is your credit score?
My credit score is really good.
What is the answer to life, the universe, and everything?
Jesus loves me.
Why did you decide to come to Lakeside?
My daughters, all three of them graduated from here, and I was always impressed by the student body and the job that Lakeside did for my daughters, and I wanted to be a part of that.
What is the hardest math problem you've ever solved?
Probably something going all the way back to college that I can't even remember anymore.
Who is your favorite student in period 9 algebra?
All of them. They're all great students.
What is your favorite Looney Tune?
Daffy Duck.
What is the greatest challenge in teaching?
Trying to motivate students that sometimes are unmotivated, but to do it in a way that gives them a practical application for what we're doing.
Tell us about your family.
I have been married for coming up on 32 years. I have 3 daughters that all graduated from Lakeside. 2 are married. One is getting married next summer, and I have 2 young grandsons.
We only have a couple of moments left, Mr. Sonntag, so it's time for the speed round. First off, what's your middle name?
Robert.
Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox.
Number of siblings?
3.
Are you Italian?
No, but I get asked it all the time.
Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate.
Morning person or night owl?
I've become a morning person.
Worst thing to put on a sandwich?
Tomatoes.
Favorite Looney Tune?
Daffy Duck.
And what color is math?
Gray.
Each week, Lakeside Loop reporter Regani Strapar would like to bring you a segment about a student that has a unique talent or is involved in an unusual activity. This week, our story focuses on Joel Robinson, who recently participated in a bike race near Cable, Wisconsin.
Many of us have been bike riding before, but maybe not as thrilling and exciting as mountain biking. Joa tells us more.
When I was really young, at 5 years old, I raced BMX bikes, which then just transferred over to mountain biking and just kept doing that. The team itself practices 2 times a week, Wednesday and Saturday morning. We go out to Camrock Bike Park, ride for an hour and a half, 2 hours, get 15, 20 miles in. Other than that, it's all training outside on your own. The most extreme track we raced this year was Manuka Park. On top, it was already a longer lap, and then they added an extra mile of double track and then a mile and a half of more technical single track to test the skills of the top 2 groups. So double track is like wide gravel trail. It's what we start the race on so that we can get passes and get our spacing in. And then single track is going to be the more skinnier, more technical part. It's going to be in the forest, it's going to be faster, and it's all around the more difficult part of the race. I start drinking water probably half a week in advance. Day before, I'll have maybe 2 gallons of water. I'll prep 3 to 4 water bottles filled with supplements and water, and then usually rice cakes or some other food for during the race. Rice cakes are really good because they're high carb and you can fill them with bacon and eggs, other high protein stuff. Really great in the middle of a race. They do crash quite a bit, especially in some of the more, especially at Trek, which is a more competitive race. We've got a full medical team and a medical 6x6 that can go out in the trails. It's got a bike rack and stretcher, so we've had to pull a couple people out of the woods. But the worst one we've had was actually at practice. We've had a lot of broken collarbones and similar broken injuries. It's really competitive, really fun to be competitive, and the hill's there, might as well go up it. The highest age group at varsity is very competitive. Everyone else is mainly preparing for varsity, so a lot of the lower levels are a lot less competitive. Mountain biking is a lot of fun. You meet a lot of great people. It is, however, very expensive to get into. It's not fun to race. It's 15 miles of putting all of your effort in, which is usually about hour 20. So finishing the race is what motivates me to get through.
Thanks for telling us about your hobby. And now, over to sports.
Hello, I'm Keegan Lundgren.
And I'm Angelina Petrovic. Welcome to the fastest news in sports. Boys soccer has an incredible overall record of 9-1-2 after the Kiel Invitational. After the game last Tuesday was cut short due to weather conditions, Coach Dorn expressed how they wanted to finish the game, but we can't control the weather.
Lakeside's football team had a stellar performance last week against New Glarus Monticello. 2 touchdowns by Ben Crockless helped secure a 28-0 victory. Another excellent defensive performance moved by the Warriors to a 3-2 record overall.
The volleyball team was very busy last week. The Lady Warriors hosted Poynette last Tuesday. They were able to overcome the Pumas in 3 sets. On Thursday, they again beat Columbus in 3 sets. This moves the team to a 4-0 in the conference.
This past weekend, Lakeside's cross country went to UW Parkside. The varsity boys had an incredible first-place finish among 28 teams. Cameron Weiland led the way with a time under 16 minutes for the second week in a row.
20 seconds! Yeah, Cam!
Gideon Ewert also finished in the top 10. The women's team placed 11th out of a field of 26 teams.
The girls' golf team has been performing well too this season. They recently placed 3rd in the Invitational at the Oaks Golf Course.
And that's time.
And now you're in the loop. I'm John Lowe.
And I'm Natalie Pop. Thanks for watching.